Kia ora. Welcome to this presentation about Viticulture Careers. My name's Jimmy and I work for the primary ITO. Today we are going to be going through some of the opportunities that are available working in the wine industry, not just in the vineyard, but we're going to look at the winery space and also the surrounding industries as well. So when we look at the industry across the country, there's some pretty cool stats around. So 60% of the wine that is produced in Aotearoa is Sauvignon Blanc, and 14% is Pinot Noir, which is our second biggest variety. There's 40,000 hectares of land in grape production, and that's divided into just over 2,000 unique vineyards. Marlborough is the largest region, with 70% of the wine being produced here. So when we think about wine production, you can really split this into two main areas: the vineyard and the winery. In the vineyard, one of the key roles is the viticulturist, and in the winery, one of those key roles is the winemaker. There are many cogs that make the wine industry turn, and here's a good demonstration of all the different roles that you can find yourself working in within this industry. So like I said on the last slides, the main two areas are split between the vineyard and the winery, but here you can see it broadens out even more so. So you can get into marketing, administration, vehicle maintenance and machinery maintenance, human resources, information technology, vineyard managers, site leaders, winemakers, lab technicians if you're into the science side of things. But they all start really with pruning, and that's the main thing that we want people to learn, is that everything that happens in the winery or in the vineyard starts with the pruning at the start of the season. Here you can see a really good visual demonstration of the different seasons in the vineyard. So we start in winter with the pruning. That goes from May till September. Then we look at managing the canopy over November and December. Potentially we do some thinning in January and February depending on the crop and the fruit characteristics that we're looking for. And then harvest begins in February and goes through to March, April. So in Marlborough, we have over 28,000 hectares planted in grapevines. As you can see, it takes a lot of work by a lot of people. And this is the season where we need the most employees to help get the jobs done. So in the spring, we get into canopy maintenance. One of the first jobs we do is bud rubbing, and nobody enjoys bud rubbing. This involves removing the shoots that grow around the base of the vine, so as you can imagine, you're bending over quite a bit. Shoot thinning is when we reduce the shoots in the canopy along the pruned vines. And wire lifting is when we start lifting the wires in accordance with the growth of the vines. Over the summer, we continue with the canopy maintenance. There's potentially a second round of bud rubbing and some more wire lift rounds coming through as well. You might do some leaf plucking, where you're removing the leaf around the fruiting zone to allow sunlight and airflow through the canopy. Bunch thinning is when we might remove some of the fruit, whether it's cropping too high or it could potentially have a bit of disease in there. You might have to drop some of the fruit onto the ground. And then the netting. So the birds get pretty hungry around harvest time. They really enjoy eating grapes. So we have to put nets on and clip them up to stop the birds from getting in. So in the autumn, it's time to get the fruit off. You might do some bunch thinning if there's rot that's come into the crop or there's bird damage. You take the nets off before harvest to get ready for the machines or the pickers to come through. And then at harvest, it's all go. The machines run 24/7 and the crews are working hard to get the crops in. Thanks for watching the presentation. If you're interested to know more, or you'd like to sign up to receive updates on apprenticeships available in your region, visit www.letsgrow.co.nz. Thank you.